All right, so this is my DevLog. My name is Ricardo Zanini. I'm a software engineer at work with Cogito. I'm working on a current a thing that we call the workflow CRD. It's an operator that runs on Kubernetes. And right now we are experimenting with a new feature that calls the workflow DevMode. So it is basically a way of deploying your KogitoServerless workflow in the cluster and iterate over it, so you can change everything that you want to change and experimenting with a few things and see how that works. All right, so just to get started here, you can see that I have now when you type OC get workflow, you see I have my workflow here running in that profile, so it means that I can do anything that I want. So let me delete this one. So it is pretty nice to see it have like a workflow type in the cluster, so I delete that. Let's apply that again so you can see how that works. So I have a example of the workflow, like very simple workflow in my directory here. So I'm gonna just deploy it. All right, so you'll see that it has my operator just took over and did a few things in the cluster. We created a few objects there just to have the application running, and you can see that it's like pretty quickly. I just 15 seconds ago, 60 seconds ago, and the application is this is the pod that I deployed the application, so it's basically running in a few seconds. You can see here in the logs that is now everything is working. It is a Java Quarkus application, so super simple in this case. It's running in dev mode, and I have a prox here, like Minikube, exposing as a node port this application. Essentially, in the future, I'm gonna add this thing in the operator as well, so the operator will expose the service for you. You don't need to do anything else. No. So yeah, let's try this. Very simple workflow. I can go here, try it out. This is just a workflow that does essentially nothing. Just I'm greeting like a hello world type of things. So I'm gonna send my name. I'm gonna execute this here, and you can see that I have a response body. Like almost immediately. Let me zoom in it a little bit more. So yeah, you can see here, hello, my name. I can change this a little bit more. I can send the language which I want to be greet. In this case, let's try Spanish. Let me execute here. You see, the greet changes to Spanish. So you can, if you can read Spanish, believe me, it is hello. All right, so let's get a few things here to get started with to see the power of this new feature. Okay, so imagine you're developing this workflow in your cluster, and I want to add something more. I want to edit my workflow. Of course, you can use any tooling that you have. I suggest that you use our tooling, but for this demonstration, I'm gonna just use my command line interface. So I will edit my workflow as I'm gonna edit any kind of Kubernetes resources that I have in my cluster. So I'm gonna use like the OpenShift CLI here. You can use kubectl, doesn't matter. You just have to edit the YAML file. So here I have the representation of my workflow in the cluster that we call the KogitoServerlessWorkflow, and this is the workflow here running the representation of the workflow in a YAML format. So I have these conditionals here. If it's English or Spanish, you do a hello in English, or saludos in Spanish. So I'm gonna try adding a new conditional here. So instead of English Spanish, let's add a new condition saying, all right, I'm gonna like just copy the same thing that I have there. So if the language is Portuguese, we do something nice here. We transition to a new state. I'm gonna call it greet in Portuguese. Alright, and as you can see, default is in English. That's why the first time that I submit the thing, I was greeting in English. So then I add the new state here, the Portuguese state. So this means hello Portuguese, and I'm gonna let the name of my state, of course, Portuguese, and name. Now transition, I'm gonna add like to the same state with person, that is the final state, and let's define the type of this new state. So what I did here was like, well, in this switch state, if it is Portuguese now, transition to greet in Portuguese, and I created here the greet in Portuguese state. So I changed the. All right, so that's all. I can just save my workflow. Oh, something's wrong. Of course it is. What is wrong here? Let's see, maybe formatting stuff. I don't know. Data. Oh yeah, sure. I missed the space here. That's why you have to use a nice tooling and not this nonsense. Oh, again, I don't know. Let's see if what's wrong with that. This is nice because I'm debugging on the fly. Let's see what's happening. Oh, of course, this comma here. I don't need this comma here. Okay, yeah, it is there. As you can see, the operator did something here. After editing the file, you can go here. You see that we kind of like refreshed pod. It is essentially the same pod, but we just had to refresh because we have a bug in the runtime core right now. But this is something that we're going to fix soon enough. Yeah, I did something wrong. Of course. What I did wrong, I don't know. I have to go back there and see. Let's take a look in the log. This is nice to have such bugs, because we can fix on the time live. Let's say I don't know, language is correct. Transition name type, yeah, it seems fine. I don't know what can be wrong here. Maybe I have to reevaluate this thing. Let's see. It's a new pointer exception, so in switch handler, of course. So I think I did something wrong here. Yeah, that's another thing that we need to fix. Essentially, like, well, let's see the state here. Start state, data conditions. Okay, seems fine. Well, oh, of course, name of the state. So yeah, the operator needs to do. We need to do like perform this. We are currently working on it. That is to verify the workflow itself, if it is like the format of the workflow and all the checks that we need to do in there. We have like very basic checks, and in this case the transition was wrong, so I had to change that. Let's see if I did it right now. Let's take a look at the logs really quickly. Yeah, Let's see. Hey, yeah, now it's working. Was like a brain fart for my part. I'm sorry for that, but it is nice so you can see how you can kind of iterate over your workflow over and over again, and in a few seconds you have, you know, the change that you want. So now let's try that Portuguese execute. Let's see. You can see, you know, my changes. So like in a few seconds, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, I don't know. I did a change and you can see that. So let's try that again. Let's do that again and see. So instead of saying oi in Portuguese, let's say another thing. Let's say, I don't know, maybe this word here. I don't know if this is a word or not. I'm just getting started with my Portuguese lessons. Let's see. All right. How much time it takes to like refresh my things here? Should be in the future way quicker than this, because we're gonna make like the configuration map that backs up the workflow to refresh the file system, so we won't need to refresh the whole pod, you know. Let's see if there's something wrong. Not sure, I don't think so. This is nice. I just finished the feature and I'm recording a video, so this is pretty cool. Yeah. I think took I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, maybe. I think it is, you know, it's okay for a first iteration. So yeah, we're improving it, but yeah, this is the first glimpse, the first look into that. Hope you enjoyed. See you. Bye bye.